Hi guys, it's Adam from Outdoor Essentials, and today we're exploring how to install pre-assembled fence panels, like this one. There's a bunch of things you need to do, and a few things you probably should do. Let's take a peek. Our friend had an old, broken down fence that had been there for quite a while, so he was ready to upgrade. He settled on using a mix of aluminum and pre-assembled wood panels. So after tearing out the old fence, we were ready to start. We measured the length of our fence line, and from there, we figured out how much material we needed. One thing to think about here, are you going to mount your panels in front of the post or between the post? This may affect how many panels you need to buy. If you're mounting the panels between the posts like we are, make sure that you account for the width of the post in your calculations. Next, call your utility companies and ask them to mark gas and water lines. You don't want to hit those when you're digging your post holes. Stake out your fence line and run string between the stakes. You'll use this line as a guide while you dig your post holes. Speaking of which, most building codes require that your posts extend 6 inches past the frost line. Depending on where you live, that depth will vary. You should be able to find your frost line with a little Googling. Okay, back to the good stuff. You can use a post hole digger or a power auger to dig your post holes, and we recommend starting in the corner. Once you've reached the depth you need, pour in a few inches of gravel and set your posts. Using a level, make sure that your post is plumb, which means that it's standing up straight. The post will need to be held plumb while you fill the hole with concrete and while that concrete cures. Use a piece of 2x4 and attach it to the post with a single screw. Do the same on an adjacent side and adjust the 2x4s until the post is plumb. Now it will hold steady until the concrete is cured. Use a quick setting concrete mix. You can mix this in a wheelbarrow, but you'll save yourself some headache by pouring it straight into the hole and pouring water on top of it, then mixing it in the hole. This will simultaneously remove air pockets, which would weaken the concrete. Follow the instructions on the bag as to how long the concrete should cure. In the meantime, you can install your next post. We're building this fence with the panels between the posts, which can give you a great look, but has a smaller margin of error than face mounting. Since we don't want to mess anything up, we'll install the panels at the same time as the posts, rather than setting the posts first and then coming back and mounting the panels. Have one person hold the panel level, while another person screws the panel into the post on one side, then the other. Use at least 4 screws on either side of the panel, and you finish that section. Continue down the line until the fence is done. So, if you have a fence that you're not happy with, building a new one may be easier than you think. Take a look at our pre-assembled panels at OutdoorEssentialProducts.com.